And remember, dangers are everywhere here, ranging from the vicious infected to other players who are ready to take everything from you. We've designed survival in this world to be a thrilling experience.
Okay guys, welcome back to the day before. The game just received its official final trailer and it actually looks like something. I might have to eat my words here, but it actually looks like a real game for once. And this, guys, this is really the trailer that we have all been waiting for. A trailer that actually shows what we've been wanting to see, what we've been wanting from the developers to actually show off. The trailer is not that long. They don't show all that we would have wanted, but at least it's something. It shows gameplay, it shows different environments, different things, it shows quests, characters and customizations. It actually shows a lot of premise here, but I think we can all see that it's been downgraded since the official announcement way back like 2 years ago. Up until now, the downgrade is just massive. It's been downgraded every single gameplay trailer. We can definitely see that, but I do think that it's a real game. Now let me know in the comments, but I do think it's something real. But again, I can't confirm that. We can't confirm yet because they've delayed the game once again. The game is not coming on November 10 anymore, which would be at 10 days at the time of this video. It's now coming on December 7. Yeah, it's coming on December 7, a month away still. I'm really hoping this is really the final release date and that they're not just playing with us and will be delaying the game again in early 2024. If they do that, we can most definitely confirm this is not the game that we've been told, because they keep delaying it. And why would they keep delaying it like this? They've just made an announcement that the Steam page is actually back up and that it will release on December 7, but it's kind of weird. Again, I just don't know why they would do this. There's always something wrong with this game. There's always been, even with this new trailer, it looks real, but there's just always something wrong. But the gameplay that we've seen here, it looks amazing actually. We've got a gym, we've got spas, we can exchange some action against players, zombies, etc., and a little bit of free roam with Lambos. I'm really not quite sure about the Lambos and all those sports cars in a open world post-apocalyptic because it doesn't feel realistic, but we've got a lot of new details to talk about here, so let's just get into it. Now first of all, here's the official announcement from the day before and its developers. We won back our name the day before. This was confirmed by the decision of the Intellectual Property Tribunal. We dedicate this victory to all our future players, and it's all for them. For 5 years, we have been doing our best to give people this dream game. We also want to thank our volunteers for their constant support and faith in us. Oh guys, and it's also been confirmed that only volunteers, so those who actually work on the game for free, or I don't know, they're getting paid for some with a little bit of something, only these volunteers will get access to the beta, and not anyone who's a fan or following this game. So if you want to play the beta, you'll need to work on this game for them. Maybe it just sounds weird with these guys, man. The game looks good, but it's all a very weird situation. It goes on to say the Steam page has already been restored by Valve and will be open very soon. The game's release has been slightly delayed to December 7th at 10 AM PST. It will be early access on Steam since this is our first huge game, and there may be unforeseen circumstances. Full version release will happen when we are certain this is the best version of the game possible, and we believe that player feedback and involvement will greatly contribute to achieving this goal. The next-gen console version will also come with the full release. The confirmed price is $39 on early access and $49 on full release. Those who bought the early access version will not need to repurchase the full version. Thanks to an interview on PCGamer.com with the developers themselves, here's what the developers had to say. All this time we've been focused on developing the game itself. You know, for us it's a huge leap forward from a little indie studio from the edge of the world, and all over these years we've been going through pain, suffering and blood, but we're doing everything possible to go through all the obstacles to the very top. We've encountered everything from people disbelief to trademark attacks. And again, according to PC Gamer, that trademark dispute has now been resolved in fantastic favor, which is why the day before is now returning to Steam. If there isn't another delay, the survival game will release in early access on December 7th, but that's a big if. PC Gamer goes on to say this is the first thing we're hearing about early access. Until today, Fantastic has only spoken in terms of a full release. The studio says it chose early access because the day before is its first huge game. Again, this is really not the best news that only volunteers that work on this game will have access, that will be able to give feedback, because this is not the general public, only those really hardcore that know how to make games of some sort. And it's a little bit weird. It's all many really weird situation, but hopefully I'm really really hoping this is the last release date, December 7. Now let's get into the game's Steam page, which offers its first gameplay details. The Day Before offers players a uniquely reimagined journey into post-apocalyptic open-world MMO survival set in the present day on the US East Coast following a deadly pandemic. The game will have you fight other players for survival, survive against the deadly infected, and collect valuable loot. You'll be able to explore the beautiful and richly detailed New Fortune City, enter tall skyscrapers, business centers, massive malls, grand stadiums, and more. Again, the gameplay trailer is only 3 minutes long and it doesn't really show that much. They should have shown a lot more if we're to believe that all of this is true, that we can explore the world with vehicles, that we can fight other players in Times Square, fight zombies in different skyscrapers, business centers, massive malls. It just sounds very ambitious, and again, this trailer is the best that we've seen, but we haven't seen that much still. We've seen a lot of customization, some gameplay of side quests of characters, but not that much still. The game will have you also rebuild society. Join the Woodbury Survivor Colony on its mission to rebuild society. You'll be able to trade items in Woodbury and save your wealth in a personal storage room, and also build your own home in the safe zone, which will not be able to be raided. New details also say the Day Before at its core is an open world post-apocalyptic sandbox. Here, players will have the opportunity to fully immerse themselves in this new world, exploring a huge skyscraper city called New Fortune City, purchasing houses and vehicles, and creating unique personal narratives along the way. While their game predominantly leans toward players versus player engagements, they will also incorporate quests centered around the restoration of society. In the Day Before, the fate of humanity truly rests in your hands. They cannot provide specifics regarding player population per server at this time, as they are currently in the testing phase for this, but they are committed to striking the perfect balance between a dynamic, populated world and optimal gameplay performance, it is said. Within the boundaries of realism, they've designed various types of infected to add to the complexity and thrill of the game. However, it is essential to note that the core focus of the game isn't solely on zombies. Instead, the heart of their game lies within the interactions and experiences of the players themselves as they navigate and inhabit this post-apocalyptic world. Woodbury serves as a central hub in the game, a safe zone where players can interact, form alliances, engage in trade, and undertake quests aimed at societal restoration. There's also an exciting yet undisclosed feature that they're introducing, is the opportunity for players to seek employment within Woodbury. These in-game jobs range across various professions, from manual labor as a loader to showcasing artistic talent as a musician. These jobs will add another layer of realism and immersion to the game.